In the quaint town of Hollow Creek, autumn leaves whispered secrets as they danced along the cobblestone streets. The townsfolk were friendly but cautious, particularly around the old Wexley mansion, which loomed ominously at the edge of the forest. Locals spoke in hushed tones of the tragedy that befell the Wexley family a century ago, an unsolved mystery of death and despair. When Sarah, a curious and adventurous journalist, arrived in town, she was drawn to the mansion's dark allure. She had come to uncover the truth behind the legends, armed only with her notepad and a camera. The townspeople warned her to stay away, but Sarah's determination only grew. One chilly evening, just as the sun dipped below the horizon, Sarah approached the mansion. Its windows were like empty eyes, watching her as she crossed the threshold into the eerie silence. Dust motes floated in the air, and a scent of decay clung to the walls. She switched on her flashlight, illuminating faded portraits of the Wexley family, pale faces with hollow eyes that seemed to follow her every move. As she explored, Sarah felt a chill settle in her bones. In the parlor, she stumbled upon a dusty old diary belonging to Lucy Wexley, the youngest daughter. The entry spoke of a growing darkness in the house, strange whispers that echoed through the halls, and a deepening sense of dread. The last entry sent a shiver down her spine. "I can hear them calling me. I must go to them." Suddenly, the air grew heavy, and Sarah heard a faint whisper, an almost melodic sound calling her name. She turned, her heart racing, but saw only shadows shifting in the corners of the room. The whispers grew louder, intertwining with the creaks of the old house, urging her to follow. Guided by an unseen force, she found herself drawn to the basement door. Its wood warped and splintered. Taking a deep breath, Sarah descended the narrow staircase, her flashlight flickering ominously. The basement was a labyrinth of cobwebs and forgotten relics. In the center stood an old mirror, its surface clouded with age. As Sarah approached, the whispers crescendoed, forming a cacophony of voices that filled her mind. She peered into the mirror, and for a moment, she saw Lucy's reflection, pale and sorrowful, her eyes pleading. "Help us," Lucy whispered, her voice laced with despair. Suddenly, the mirror rippled like water, and Sarah felt a cold hand grasp her wrist. Panic surged through her as she struggled to pull away, but the grip tightened. The basement seemed to darken, the whispers now frantic, filled with anguish. "Stay with us," they cried. In a burst of strength, Sarah broke free and stumbled back, crashing into the wall. The mirror pulsed with a dark energy, and Lucy's reflection twisted into a terrifying visage. Shadows writhed around her, their faces contorted in pain.